And we continue with the Creative Visualization book. This is called Affirmation. Affirmations are one of the most important elements of creative visualization. To affirm means to make firm. An affirmation is a strong and positive statement that something is already so. It is a way of making firm that which you are imagining. Most of us are aware of the fact that we have a nearly continuous inner dialogue going on in our minds. The mind is busy talking to itself, keeping up an endless commentary about life, the world, our feelings, our problems, other people, etc. The words and ideas that run through our minds are very important. Most of the time, we aren't consciously aware of this stream of thoughts. And yet, what we are telling ourselves in our minds is the basis on which we form our experience of reality. Our mental commentary influences and colors our feelings and perceptions about what's going on in our lives. And it is these thought forms that ultimately attract and create everything that happens to us. Anyone who has practiced meditation knows how difficult it can be to quiet this inner mind talk in order to connect with our deeper, wiser, intuitive mind. One traditional meditation practice is to simply observe the inner dialogue as objectively as possible. This is a very valuable experience as it allows you to become consciously aware of the types of thoughts you habitually think. Many of these thoughts are like tape recordings of old patterns we'd had all our lives. They are old programming we picked up along the way a long time ago, which is still influencing what's happening to us today. The practice of doing affirmations allows us to begin replacing some of our stale, worn out, or negative mind chatter with more positive ideas and concepts. It is a powerful technique, one which can, in a short time, completely transform our attitudes and expectations about life, and thereby totally change what we create for ourselves. Affirmations can be done silently, spoken aloud, written down, or even sung or chanted. Even 10 minutes a day of doing effective affirmations can counterbalance years of old mental habits. Naturally, the more frequently you remember to be conscious of what you're telling yourself and choose positive, expansive words and concepts, the more positive a reality you will create. An affirmation can be any positive statement. It can be very general or very specific. There are an infinite number of possible affirmations. Here are just a few to give you some ideas. Every day, in every way, I'm getting better, better, better. Everything is coming to me easily and effortlessly. I am a radiant being filled with light and love. I am naturally enlightened. My life is blossoming into total perfection. I have everything I need to enjoy my here and now. I am the master of my life. Everything I need is already within me. Perfect wisdom is in my heart. I am whole and complete in myself. I love and appreciate myself just as I am. I accept all my feelings as part of myself. I love to love and be loved. The more I love myself, the more love I have to give others. I now give and receive love freely. I am now attracting loving, satisfying, happy relationships into my life. My relationship with whomever it is that you would want to put in that blank is growing happier and more fulfilling every day. I now have a perfect, satisfying, well-paying job. I love doing my work, and I am richly rewarded creatively and financially. I am an open channel of creative energy. I am dynamically self-expressive. I always communicate clearly and effectively. I now have enough time, energy, wisdom, and money to accomplish all my desires. I am always in the right place at the right time, successfully engaged in the right activity. It is okay for me to have everything I want. This is a rich universe, and there's plenty for all of us. Abundance is my natural state of being. I accept it now. Infinite riches are now freely flowing into my life. Every day I am growing more financially prosperous. The more I have, the more I have to give. The more I give, the more I receive, and the happier I feel. It's okay for me to have fun and enjoy myself, and I do. I am relaxed and centered. I have plenty of time for everything. I am now enjoying everything I do. I feel happy and blissful just being alive. I am vibrantly healthy and radiantly beautiful. I am open to receiving all the blessings of this abundant universe. We've got another fill in the blank here. You fill in the blank. Is coming to me easily and effortlessly. I have a wonderful job with wonderful pay. I do a wonderful service in a wonderful way. The light of God within me is producing perfect results in every phase of my life now. The light within me is creating miracles in my life here and now. I give thanks for divine restoration in mind, body, financial affairs, and in all my relationships now. All things are now working together for good in my life. I am now attuned to the divine plan of my life. I now recognize and accept and follow the divine plan of my life as it is revealed to me step by step. I give thanks now for my life of health, wealth, happiness, and perfect self-expression. Here are some important things to remember about affirmations. Number 1, always, excuse me, sorry about that. Always phrase affirmations in the present tense, not in the future. It's important to create it as if it already exists. Don't say, I will get a wonderful new job, but rather, I now have a wonderful new job. This is not lying to yourself. It is acknowledging the fact that everything is created first on the mental plane, for it can manifest in objective reality. Number 2, always phrase affirmations in the most positive way that you can. Affirm what you do want, not what you don't want. Do not say, I no longer oversleep in the morning, but rather, I now wake up on time and full of energy every morning. This ensures that you are creating the most positive possible mental image. At certain times, you may find it helpful to phrase affirmations negatively, especially when you are working on clearing out specific emotional blocks or bad habits, like, I don't need to get tense in order to get things accomplished. If so, you should always follow this type of affirmation with a positive one, which describes that which you desire to create, like, I now stay deeply relaxed and centered, and everything is accomplished easily and effortlessly. Number 3, in general, the shorter and simpler, excuse me, in general, the shorter and simpler the affirmation, the more effective. An affirmation should be a clear statement that conveys a strong feeling. The more feeling it conveys, the stronger the impression it makes on your mind. Affirmations that are long, wordy, and theoretical lose their emotional impact and become a head trip. Number 4, always choose affirmations that feel totally right for you. That works for one person may not work at all for another. And affirmations should feel positive, expansive, freeing, and or supportive. If it doesn't, find another one or try changing the words until it feels right. Of course, you may feel emotional resistance to any affirmation when you first use it, especially one which is really powerful for you and is going to make a real change in your consciousness. That is simply the ego's initial resistance to change and growth. Number 5, always remember when doing affirmations that you are creating something new and fresh. You are not trying to redo or change what already exists. To do so would be to resist what is, which creates conflict and struggle. Take the attitude that you are accepting and handling whatever already exists in your life. And at the same time, every moment is a new opportunity to begin creating exactly what you desire and will make you happiest. Number 6, Affirmations are not meant to contradict or to try to change your feelings or emotions. It is important to accept and experience all of your feelings, including so-called negative ones, without attempting to change them. At the same time, affirmations can help you create a new point of view about your life, which will enable you to have more and more satisfying experiences from now on. Number 7. When using affirmations, try as much as possible to create a feeling of belief and experience that they can be true. Temporarily, at least for a few minutes, suspend your doubts and hesitations. Put your full mental and emotional energy into them. If doubts, resistance, or negative thoughts are getting in the way of doing your affirmations, do one of the clearing processes or the writing affirmations process given in section 4 of this book. Excuse me. Rather than saying affirmations by ROTE, try to get the feeling that you really have the power to create reality, which in fact you do. This will make a big difference in how effective they are. Affirmations can be used alone or in combination with visualizing or imaging. You should always include affirmations as part of your regular creative visualization meditation periods. Later in the book, I'll give you ideas for many other ways to use affirmations. Affirmations are often most powerful and inspiring when they include references to spiritual sources, mentions of God, Christ, Buddha, or any great master adds spiritual energy to your affirmation and acknowledges the universal source of all things. You may prefer to use such phrases as divine love, the light within me, or the universal intelligence. And then here's some examples. Divine love is working through me here and now to create this. The Christ within me is creating miracles in my life here and now. I am one with my higher nature, and I have infinite creative power. My higher self is guiding me in everything that I do. God lives within me and manifests in the world through me. The light of God surrounds me. The love of God unfolds me. The power of God flows through me. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you.